dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew? It's your boy DJ New Kid, your girl
Sierra Nicole.
Back on the channel with another
Kid and C original.
Mine was a little shaky though. Yours always shaky, bro. Mine was just a little shaky that time. But hey, welcome back to the channel, man. We got Dave Chappelle once again on the channel. We got I Know the Game now.
Okay.
Exactly, bro. We want to. But with that being said, hey, it's long, so we ain't gonna hold y'all. But y'all already know how we do. Make sure you check out the links in the description box down below. We ain't gonna tell you no more. Go ahead, check it out in the description box down below. Also, salute. We always gotta salute the comments. So
salute to you.
We appreciate all our comments that we do receive in the comment section down below. But again, Dave Chappelle, I Know the Game now. It's long, y'all. Ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go ahead and check it out. Let's see what it's about, y'all.
Can I ask you a weird question? I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable. You don't have to answer it, and if it doesn't go well, we'll just edit it out anyway. Is it weird to be the only white people in a row? I mean, to be honest, does it feel strange? Are you worried at all? This guy got ice in his veins. He didn't even buckle. You know, like many black men my age, the first time I voted was 8 years ago. Right. I saw Obama on TV. I said, oh, I'm voting for this nigga. I remember the day I voted for Obama. I voted in Ohio, and my vote matters in Ohio. Ohio is a battleground state. But when I pulled up to the polls, all the soldiers were in line. There were so many black people in that goddamn line, I didn't even know it was the polls. I thought it was a check cashing place. We were hugging each other, and old people were singing hymns and spirituals. They verdict times 10 or some shit. I've never seen black people that happy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
8 years later, I'm pulling up to the polls again. This time, I'm driving a brand new Porsche because the Obama years were very good to me.
Shit, well, I know I ain't gonna be pulling up no Porsche in the last 4 years. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
I was early voting, and when I parked my car, I figured out something that it would take the rest of the country another week to figure out. I understood that Donald Trump was going to be our next president because in Ohio, unlike D.C., you could see the results in the parking lot. Saw all these goddamn pickup trucks and tractors and shit. And then I walked up and I saw a long line of dusty white people. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, these were the poor whites. I must tell you, I've never had a problem with white people ever in my life. But full disclosure, we've gotten a lot of trouble out of them. And I've never seen so many of them up close. I looked them right in their coal-smeared faces. And to my surprise, you know what I didn't see? I didn't see one deplorable face in that group. I saw some angry faces and some determined faces, but they felt like decent folk. No, they did. In fact, I'm not even lying, and I didn't sound fucked up, but I felt sorry for them. I know the game now. I know that rich white people call poor white people trash. And the only reason I know that is because I made so much money last year, the rich whites told me they say it at a cocktail party.
Hey, when you in that other tax bracket,
Right.
bruh, you gonna find,
And I'm not with that shit. And I stood with them in line like all of us Americans are required to do in a democracy. Nobody skips the line to vote. And I listened to them. I listened to them say naive, poor white people things. Man, Donald Trump's gonna go to Washington and he's gonna stand there thinking to my mind, you dumb motherfucker. You are poor. He's fighting for me. And they all looked at me. They could tell who I was voting for just as easily as I could tell who they were voting for. But do you guys know what we all had in common? Not one of us, not a single one of us, looked like we felt good about what we had to do in that booth. We were just doing our goddamn duty. Yes, I voted for Hillary Clinton. Of course I did. I voted for her because I liked what she said vastly better than I liked what he said. But to be honest with you, at that point, that shit was like watching Darth Vader do the I Have a Dream speech. That bitch is mean as hell. She'd already Karate Kid swept Bernie Sanders' legs from underneath him. Boy, it was hard voting for that shit. But it was the lesser of the evils. I know you were a Clinton supporter, Miss I. I'm sorry for her. But it didn't feel as good as it should have. She was gonna be our first woman president. They were gonna make coins out of this bitch.
What? Bruh.
And somehow she just missed the dunk. Of course she should have beat him. Of course she should have beat him. You know what voting for her felt like? It was bittersweet. It felt like I was lucky enough to eat Halle Berry's pussy.
How did we even get...
Yo, how the...
I'm tired. Just there you go.
And whilst I was doing so, she fucking farted in my face, man.
Bruh, I'm done.
Berries up.
You understand, I'd still do it. But boy, I wish she didn't fart in this great nation's face.
Bruh.
I voted that day, and then that same day I flew to New York City. I had work. That night I was in a comedy club in New York, and I said to an audience almost exactly what I just said to you. And I didn't know that there was a journalist in the room. And this journalist wrote an article. The headline of the article said, Dave Chappelle is an avid. Yeah, I had no idea the paper said that. And you know how I found out? My wife called me from Ohio the next morning in a goddamn panic. David, what the fuck is going on in New York? I said, I'm being good, but what have you heard?
Oh, bro.
And my wife said, the paper is saying that you're a Donald Trump supporter. I was like, whew. I said, don't worry about that shit, baby. Nobody in their right mind would believe that. And she said, no, David, people believe it. And then she started reading the comments to me. Oh, they were terrible. All these black people calling me all kinds of Uncle Toms and shit. I should tell you, buddy, this is a very serious allegation from one black to another. I was incensed. Uncle Tom!
I ain't gonna care. I'll be mad too if somebody call me. Like, what the fuck? I ain't even do this.
How am I Uncle Tom, nigga? You the one that reads The Observer? Anyway, all this shit goes down around, and now Trump is the president, and I'm hosting Saturday Night Live. And I didn't really prepare my monologue. I just kind of winged it. And at the end of the monologue, I don't even remember what I said. I said something like, fuck it, we're historically disenfranchised, and we're gonna give him something about we're gonna give him a chance if he gives us a chance. I don't know what I said, but whatever I said, I really wish I didn't say that shit. It was not worth the trouble. Now I walk into the barbershop and all them black people just be looking at me like, yo, Dave, what's up with your boy? Yo, nigga, yo! Not my boy. Because I don't care if you're a Republican or Democrat, if you support him or not, any objective person is going to have to admit that this motherfucker is having a terrible go of it. It really is. We've had presidents before that have done bad jobs, but this shit is worse than a bad job. It's scary to watch. Holy shit, it's like seeing a crack pipe in your Uber driver's passenger seat. The fuck is wrong with this guy? Damn. Yo, he is lunch.
Hey, bro. Well, y'all know we gonna bring it back. Yeah. So don't trip. It's just a pause in the action. Y'all know we gonna bring it back next week. So with that being said, y'all gotta subscribe and tune in and have them notices on, so when we drop, y'all will know. Some of y'all be watching the times we be dropping. We gonna have to switch it up on some of y'all. Start just randomly dropping on it. Like, yeah, you thought. It's the day though. Hey, but man, with that being said, man, make sure y'all get spam us up in the comment section down below. Y'all know we gonna do this series, so don't get all your panties. Y'all gonna finish the series? Yeah, we gonna finish the series, bro. We bringing it over to y'all. Y'all know what we do over here, man. We always get the comedy, always get the funny and the laughter. Make sure y'all go over there on the Patreon too. Stuff we can't put on YouTube is over there. Also, put in recommendations of anything. If we can do it on YouTube, it'll be on YouTube. If not, it's over there on Patreon. Y'all go show us some love and support over there on that Patreon. We highly appreciate that, man. But with that being said, y'all know how we do, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is We are, y'all.
Ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money low, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.